We are living in a really strange moment, aren't we? An era where this huge, profound imbalance is starting to take shape. And it really makes you stop and think, who or maybe what are we actually betting on to win the future?
I mean, think about it. If you look at the entire sweep of human history, like all of it, there's been one constant, one rule that never ever changed. Well, until right now. Because for the very first time, something massive, something truly fundamental has changed.
For thousands and thousands of years, we were the only game in town when it came to getting smarter. We were in a race against, well, ourselves. But now, we've got company on the track. A whole other kind of intelligence has just joined the race.
And yeah, you guessed it. That other intelligence is artificial. Machines. They're not just passive tools anymore. They are actively learning, they are growing, they are evolving.
But here's the real kicker. They're doing it way faster than we are, and they are absolutely relentless about it. Every single day. They don't get tired, they don't have doubts, they don't take coffee breaks, they just keep improving. And that, right there, sets up a challenge that humanity has literally never faced before. And if you want to get a sense of just how big this is, just follow the money. We're talking about trillions, trillions with a T. That's the kind of money that the world's smartest people and biggest companies are pouring into AI. And all of that, it's all backing one side of this new equation.
So what happens when all that energy, all that money flows in one direction? You get what some people are calling the great human imbalance. It's like a tidal wave of resources and attention is crashing over AI, while the other side, us, we're kind of being left high and dry.
And this brings us to a really simple, but honestly, a pretty unsettling question. With everyone so focused on backing the machines, who's backing the humans? Who is actually investing in us? Okay, so here's where we really hit the nail on the head. Look at how we think about this. Improving AI? Oh, that's an investment. Something that's gonna pay off big time down the road. But improving humans? Things like training, coaching, development, that gets treated like an expense. It's the first thing to get slashed from the budget when things get a little tight. See the problem?
This quote just sums it up perfectly. We're creating this crazy paradox, right? We're building these incredible, super-powered tools, but we're completely forgetting to upgrade the people who are actually supposed to be in control of them.
And look, the real danger here isn't some Terminator-style robot apocalypse. It's not going to be loud and violent. It's something much quieter, almost invisible. It's a slow process where we just defer. First, we stop leading. We shy away from making the tough calls. Then, we just start following what the machine suggests. Because hey, it's just so much more efficient, right? And before we know it, we're just operators, pushing buttons on systems that we don't even really understand anymore.
And this isn't some high-level problem just for CEOs and world leaders. It actually boils down to a quiet little choice. A choice that you and I make every single day, often without even realizing it.
I mean, seriously, think about your own life. Every time you learn a cool new AI tool, you're backing AI. Every time a company automates a process, they're backing AI. Now, don't get me wrong, none of this stuff is inherently bad, but it's about the balance. The sheer weight of all our actions is tipping the scales heavily to one side.
And while all our energy goes there, we're accidentally neglecting the stuff that makes us, well, human. The things machines will never be able to replicate. We're talking about better judgment, stronger character, real emotional intelligence, leadership maturity, ethical strength, courage. These are the things that are supposed to be steering the ship. So what's the solution? How do we start to fix this massive imbalance? Well, the idea is that we need a new kind of role, a new mindset, and it's called being an improvement architect.
An IA. So what is that? Simple. Think of it as the human counterpart to AI. These are people who are just as obsessed, just as relentless about improving humans as an AI is about improving its own code.
Really, at their core, these are just people who make a choice, a really conscious and intentional one. They're the ones who look at the world and say, nope, I refuse to let human potential just stagnate and fall behind while the machines race ahead.
And this isn't just some solo self-help journey. Not at all. It's all about the ripple effect. An improvement architect, they start with themselves. They work on getting better. But that strength doesn't just stay there. It ripples out to the people around them, to their organizations, and eventually to all of society.
This is where we need to totally reframe how we see this whole thing. This isn't about us versus them.
It's not a fight between humans and machines. The real goal here is to build a powerful partnership.
Let me be super clear about this. The point isn't to try and stop AI or fight against it. The point is to rise to its level, to become so strong and capable ourselves that we can be worthy partners in building whatever comes next.
So, what does this winning formula look like? It's a team up. AI brings the incredible intelligence, the raw power, the automation. And we as the improvement architects, we bring the other half. We bring the wisdom, the purpose, the direction. But here's the catch. Any good partnership requires both partners to be strong. It falls apart if one side is weak.
And that, folks, is the urgent truth of right now. AI is sprinting. It's like an Olympic athlete going for gold. And humanity, we're kind of taking a casual stroll in the park. That massive gap between their rate of improvement and ours, it has to close. And it has to close fast.
So, after all of this, what does it come down to? It comes down to a decision, a choice that you have to make, that I have to make, that every single one of us has to make. And here's the question you've got to ask yourself. Machines are compounding. Their growth is exponential, building on itself every single second. So, are you? Are you compounding? Are you intentionally working to grow your character, your wisdom, your judgment every single day?
Because at the end of the day, the future we all want isn't built on one or the other. It needs both. It needs the raw intelligence of AI, but it also needs the guiding force of human character. It needs the incredible power of the machine, but directed by human wisdom. So yeah, back AI, absolutely. But please, don't forget to back yourself too.